Alright, everybody. I'm not even gonna bother with the intro here today because has the Pokemon Company truly run out of creative ideas? Because, as some of you guys may know, it's been a while since I made a video about this, but what I just seen a few minutes ago opened up a whole new can of worms on how I feel about this year's Pokemon movie, which is gonna be called Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. Now, as a little bit of the history as to why Mewtwo is even getting another movie at all. This supposed Mewtwo Strikes Back the movie, which we'll get into the rant part momentarily here, but Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution is supposed to be celebrating the 20th anniversary of the first Pokemon the movie, entitled Mewtwo Strikes Back. Note, I said the 20th anniversary of the first Pokemon movie, not the second, not the third, not the modern crap ones of the more recent 4 or 5 years or so. The first. And do you guys know what Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution really is? From the most recent trailer, which dropped about 3 weeks ago, and like I said, I haven't been keeping up on the movie's progress like I should be, but based on the new trailer that came out about 3 weeks ago, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution is panel for panel the exact same fucking goddamn movie as the original, just with very unnecessary, but I will admit, extremely beautiful 3D animation. And I mean, not one single lousy fucking thing about the trailer is different, guys. It is literally scene for scene exactly like the original Mewtwo Strikes Back from back in '98. Nothing is different about it. Zilch. Except for the fact that it's now done in 3D style CGI animation. Now, the one saving grace that this movie does have is that unlike most CGI 3D animated movies, how everybody looks like is thankfully, again, exactly how they look like in the original Mewtwo Strikes Back. Which that means there's the scene where Mewtwo puts on his armor from Giovanni. There's the scene where Mew floats up from the ocean while Mewtwo awakens at one of in his sort of nursing capsule before he blows up the lab and destroys it. Right down to the part where Charizard faces off against him. Now, are the people behind Pokemon so out of ideas and have this much amount of laziness and disrespect for the legacy that this movie has, that the only thing that they can think of to do for this movie's 20th anniversary is to literally basically redo it, but in 3D CGI. And guys, I could not personally be more disgusted and offended at their decision to do that, because it just shows lack of creativity, and honestly, I think it also shows the fatigue that even the creator of Pokemon may be experiencing from the franchise. Because, guys, no, again, the 3D style that everybody and everything is done in is absolutely 100% beautiful. It's stunning, but that is no excuse for not having for basically just showing us the exact same movie 20 years later. Like, that, in my opinion, disrespects the legacy of the original Mewtwo movie, and it disrespects the legacy that the original Pokemon has. Because, guys, I'll be honest, I got up the Pokemon train, well, pretty much right after the Battle Frontier series ended, and Brock and Ash basically said, see you later to Max and May. And I'll be honest, I still did watch Diamond and Pearl, but the only part of Diamond and Pearl I enjoyed are the movies that came out of it, specifically Giratina and the Sky Warrior and The Rise of Darkrai. But now, for marking the 20th anniversary of the movie that basically made Pokemon the worldwide smash and phenomenon that it is today, you're going to spit and smear the reputation of that movie by basically just representing it in 3D animation. That is a very uncreative and disrespectful way to honor not only the first movie, but it is also a disrespectful way to honor the legacy that the original generation of Pokemon had. And go check out the trailer for yourselves, guys. It is literally scene for scene, blow for blow, the exact same thing. Now, that leads me to the only other good thing about this movie. Now, no, so far in this video, I said that everything in this movie is exactly the same, which it is. But that includes Team Rocket, that includes Mewtwo, that includes Mewtwo possessing Nurse Joy to basically become his slave from the Pokemon Center. But the one other thing that I think will draw some people to see this basically, I think, very lackluster and poorly done abomination and disrespectful retelling of such an iconic and legendary movie, and still the #1 best grossing anime movie ever is, for the first time. And I think about almost 17 or 15 years outside of a couple of cameos in the most recently kind of okay Pokemon Sun and Moon animated series. The Brock, Ash, Brock, and Misty are all in this movie. That's right, guys. That may be the one other, well, actually, that might be the one thing that this movie does right. It seems to be a very poorly done version of the same movie, but at least they do have the respect. Make it the last few ounces of respect, I guess they had, for this very important anniversary, to bring back the original trio. And I have to be honest, guys, Brock, Ash, and Misty look absolutely great in this movie. However, I think that Brock and Misty's 3D designs are suffer more than even Ash's design. But getting back to the main point here, there is nothing new about this movie. It's basically like it literally is, guys. They are giving us the exact same thing, just redone with today's technology. Now, a perfect example of the opposite of this is what Toei Animation just did with Dragon Ball Super Broly. Yes, they brought back Broly, and in Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution's case, they're bringing back Mewtwo. But the difference is, they actually expanded on Broly's character and actually created something that made over $1 million in the US alone. But this, it seems like, is going to add absolutely nothing to Mewtwo's story. I'm offended, guys. Now, I am not saying that I am that I'm as big a fan of Pokemon as I am for Dragon Ball or Yu-Gi-Oh! However, I still am a fan, and I'll be honest, even I respect and still honor the legacy that Pokemon the first movie had way back in 1998, because no other movie, except, I will say, maybe possibly for Dragon Ball Super Broly, but still, Pokemon the first movie, when it was released, even though I was only about 3 or 4 years old when it was released. So I didn't actually get to experience the basically Pokemania that went on when this when the original movie was released. But guys, for Pokemon, the first movie to come out when it did was astronomical, because keep in mind, back then Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh! And basically everything else that was classified as anime at the time really hadn't had its chance to hit its stride over here and basically be popular. But Pokemon, when Pokemon the first movie came out, that was astronomical, because finally fans of Pokemon, the TV show, finally had the chance to go into theaters and witness their favorite trio on the big screen, and basically go up against a Pokemon that, well, actually two Pokemon really that we had seen in the show in Mewtwo, but not on this grand of scale. And what it did in terms of numbers has never been bettered, really. You cannot touch the magic that Pokemon the first movie had. But now that legacy has now been tarnished, because the team behind this retelling has decided to add absolutely nothing new to it, or at least from the latest trailer, which again dropped almost about a month ago. But the point is, guys, you're not adding anything to it. So basically, why even make the fucking movie, you know? I mean, yes, again, the 3D style, sorry guys, the style the 3D is done in, again, looks absolutely 100% breathtaking. But since you are making the very poor decision, at least from this trailer, not to add anything new to it, I think at least a lot of the OGs of Pokemon are going to much rather prefer to basically see the movie, but in 2D and cell animation, the way it was originally done. Now, I am not saying that it was a bad idea to bring Mewtwo back to celebrate the 20th anniversary of his own movie. In fact, you would think this would be a brilliant idea, because Mewtwo actually has been brought back in the more modern, some of the more modern day Pokemon direct-to-DVD movies. But this is the OG Mewtwo, you know, the one that says, the Mewtwo that once said, "I was not born a Pokemon, I was created and my creators have used and betrayed me, so I stand alone now. And I will create a world where Pokemon rule and humans are no more. Well, it looks like Mewtwo's speech may have actually come true, because his own creators, not necessarily his actual creators, have basically run out of ideas, that they are basically going to plaster Mewtwo back up there in 3D animation style, and they're not going to add a single thing to them. And guys, I hate to keep drilling that into the ground here, but I mean it. If you go watch the trailer, you will see everything just how you remember it from the 2D style version of the movie. I mean, everything from, like I said earlier, Mewtwo with his armor, Nurse Joy being mind controlled by Mewtwo's telepathy, to Mewtwo trying to take Pikachu to clone for his Pokemon army, even to how the battle between Ash and Mewtwo ends with the two versions of Pikachu sort of drawing their tails together to create electricity. I mean, nothing is different. It's basically like the people behind this movie said, hey, it's Mewtwo Strikes Back's anniversary. We should do something with the original Mewtwo. Oh wait, guys, that's right. We ran out of ideas about, honestly, Pokemon The Rise of Darkrai, which came out 11 years ago. We still want to do something with Mewtwo, but we can't come up with anything creative. Oh, I know. Let's basically tell the same story, just in 3D animation. And that is what upsets me the most, guys, because it is taking something that is special to so many millions of people out there, and it is literally disgracing it by giving it, in some parts, beautiful CG animation. Team Rocket looks amazing. Mew and Mewtwo look amazing. Ash, amazing. But Brock and Misty, in some parts where they kneel down, Ash looks fine, but it doesn't even look like Brock and Misty were fully 3D animated properly, because Brock's hair sticks out, so that shows that in some cases the animation team couldn't even respect the original trio enough to give them the same quality of 3D animation. And just overall, guys, the only thing that this trailer didn't show that I was seriously waiting for is for Ash to run in the middle of the two Charizard's attack between him and his clone, or him and Mewtwo, whichever way it went, for Ash to run in the middle of him and basically die. That is the only thing that this trailer did not show. But everything else literally was a scene for scene to the T, exact same version as the original Pokemon, the first movie. And to me, that just shows extreme creative fatigue, extreme disrespect that they couldn't even bring back the real Mewtwo and basically give him something new and exciting to do. I mean, keep in mind, guys, I know exactly when the English dub crew records their lines for this, which there better be an English dub of this movie. And I think it should have Ash's original voice actors to come back and do his voice. And the same goes for Mewtwo as well. And that's, I think, where we can get to sort of the last part of this rant here. The only thing about this movie that is going to be different, hopefully, and it better be done right on the English side, with the entire original English dub voice acting crew of Ash, Misty, and Brock returning, and Mewtwo better have his same English dub voice actor as well, because that, if they mess that up as well, then this could go down as the biggest failure in anime movie history and just in movie history in general, for them to take this much of lack of care for a movie that made Pokemon what it is today. And yeah, guys, this movie, at first I truly was very, very worried about it, but not for this reason. I was worried that they were going to tarnish Mewtwo's legacy by making him do something that didn't seem like him at all. But now my worries have been confirmed. Not that they're doing something that wouldn't make Mewtwo act like him, but they're so creatively drained, or in many ways maybe even stupid, and basically have no fucking common sense, that they are literally giving people the same movie 20 years later, and that is how they're marking the 20th anniversary of this movie, which is to basically give people the same thing, but redo it in 3D animation, and basically say, here you guys go, we hope you like it. Same thing you saw 20 years ago, but here you go. Now I do get it, guys. Especially over here in the West. This movie is probably going to be aimed for the generation of today's Pokemon fans that obviously weren't born in '98, but also hopefully don't have a parent or maybe an older sibling that has shown them the original Pokemon, the first movie. That is what I believe that this movie is, who this retelling of Mewtwo's story is geared towards. They are hoping with everything that they got that the kids of today, who maybe have not ever seen Mewtwo before are going to latch on to this movie and basically make it the big boom that it was 20 years ago. And the thing is, it still could be that way, but especially over in Japan, Pokemon is still very, very popular. And I believe over there especially, Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution is going to get the sort of thumbs down from the fans that it deserves. So overall, guys, this movie is shaping up to be very disappointing. And how dare the Pokemon company basically tarnish Mewtwo's legacy and such a legendary movie, and how dare they disrespect fans new and old Pokemon by not even giving us an original story. How dare you disrespect the beauty that Mewtwo originally stood for. And basically, guys, I personally think that the people behind this movie should basically turn in their put in their 2 weeks notice and basically just leave the entertainment industry after what they're doing to this. Because I mean, literally, guys, again, go see the movie for yourself. And if you are somebody of the newer generation of Pokemon fans, this video is not meant to basically make you guys upset or think you're wrong for still wanting to go see this movie at all. It is just me saying that what they are doing to you guys especially is wrong, because you guys are not even getting a new story. What you guys are getting is just basically a cleaned up version that again looks very, very beautiful, but of a very old movie that maybe an aunt or an uncle, or in some cases maybe even your mom and dad saw when they were a kid. And that is not fair to you guys especially, because you guys are not getting to experience the wonder that Pokemon used to have. I mean, come on, guys. Even Pokemon, the movie I Choose You, and the one that they did last year with Lugia, were better than what we're getting this year, specifically July 12th. That is the release date of Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. But with these last 2 retellings of classic key moments in Pokemon's history and Ash's journey as a trainer, at least if you are an older fan of the series, you'll be able to remember these spots, particularly the one with Lugia, because that was also the second Pokemon movie ever to be released. But the difference is, they did something different. They didn't take Pokemon The Power of One, and they didn't take Ho-Oh's story and just basically have Ash do the exact same thing that he did in those in the original scenario. So overall, guys, I believe that Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back is just overall going to be a complete mess. And if any of you guys out there are are younger and you still would like to go see this movie again, this video is not meant to make you guys scared or upset about or feel bad about wanting to go see this movie. But honestly, go check out the Pikachu instead, because that is more fitting of a 20th anniversary movie than this bullshit fucking garbage. Oh, and one more thing. Again, this movie must have a saving grace somewhere. I've not given up totally on it, but based on this trailer, guys, I believe Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution is going to be a fucked up piece of lazy shit.